Germans have the best track record when it comes to inoculations or tattoos.
And flags.
Wouldn't that be a horrible trip to the pediatrician's office if that's the way we started vaccinating our children? Come on, honey, quit your crying. Quit your crying. The doctor's almost done with your barbed wire armband. Look at your sister. Look how well she's doing. She's got Chinese symbols. They say peace, honor, and rubelle-free. So where are my drinkers here tonight? Where are my drinkers? Give me a round of applause for Cut Your Elbow Bud. I used to be a pretty big drinker myself, and gosh, I remember one night I got so drunk, I came home and I threw up all over my steps. Unfortunately, it was my stepbrother and stepsister. Actually, a lot of people don't believe me when I say I don't drink anymore, because I have like a medical condition called essential tremor. It makes me seem kind of jittery. So most of the time I spend my days explaining to people I have the ETs, not the DTs. It's not easy, like having a tremor, especially as a little kid. Like, I hated going to my friend's house to play dress up, because they never let me dress as like the princess or the mermaid. The only thing they never let me be was Grimace from McDonald's. I noticed that you know, drinking is one of the few like bad habits that people are actually boastful about. You know, especially men. And I know there's not a whole lot of you here, so you're probably going to be picked on a lot. But you know, men are like, yeah, last night I pounded beer. Got hammered. Nailed some chick. That's the last time I go drinking at the Home Depot. Yeah, I noticed. I keep hearing all these advertisements for like Universal Studios in Orlando. They're having this big Mardi Gras, New Orleans style Mardi Gras celebration. You know, I've always thought we don't really teach our children the drunken debauchery too early. Because I went to the real Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. While I was there, a homeless man invited me to get high with him. And when I said no, he kind of whipped out his wiener and wowed at me. Meanwhile. So kudos to Universal Studios in Orlando, because all that is some family fun. It really is. Hey, let's get Universal Studios in Orlando fans, aren't we? No, I hate going to big bar districts like that, because you always run into like all these religious fanatics, even in Ybor City, you run into these religious fanatics, and they're always trying to convert the drunks. You guys seen that, like in Ybor? You know, they're like, I am here to save you from this den of hedonism. But the den of hedonism is that margarita madness. I always wonder what would happen if the tables were turned and the drunks tried converting the religious fanatics. You know, show up one Sunday morning in their church parking lot, handing out coupons. Hey! I am here to save you money on your drinky. Here's a coupon for your Thursdays. And for your pretty lady in the pretty hat, what t-shirt Wednesdays? Oh, so do we have any parents in here? Round of applause for your parents. How old are your kids? Oh, wow. So they're older kids. Does anyone have little baby ones around? No, wow. I guess I'm the only tortured soul. I got really little kids. I have a 4-year-old and a 3-year-old. And it was really scary last year when the whole toy recall happened. You guys remember that with the lead paint? I had to throw away a bunch of my kids' Dora the Explorer stuff. What a scary world we're living in. When little tiny Americans can no longer play with Puerto Rican dolls that were made in China. And I was watching children's television, and some of the male characters are really effeminate. No offense, one guy in the room. But I was wondering what would happen if we had a real manly man doing children's television. Let's say Dirty Harry. Go ahead, punk. Make it soft and color it blue. Yeah, when I first decided to stay at home with my kids, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, we just stand-up comedy. And, you know, people always ask me, how in the world can you do something that frightening? Well, honestly, once you get them out of diapers, it's not so bad. And when I first stayed at home, I joined all those mommy groups. Have you guys joined those? Oh my gosh, I learned so much. I don't really like groups or mommies. I think my problem is I don't fit in. You know, I don't know how to be one of those 21st century moms with the lipstick and the pit bulls. I don't. Because it's like, to be a 21st century mom, they can call Dr. Phil or Nanny 911. And I don't know about you guys, but when you raised my head, I wasn't. The only time my parents ever consulted a doctor or 911 was after they disciplined me. But I'm not here to run anyone through the polls. I learned a lot from 21st century moms throughout the last few years. I was talking to one just the other day, and we were comparing notes on how we get our kids to pick up their toys at the end of the night. And this 21st century mom said, hey, I just sat my kids down and I said, we're going to start a new program. Every time you pick up your toys, Mommy's going to put a check mark by your name. Guess what happens if you put 3 check marks? Mommy is going to give each of you 10 extra minutes during our Share Your Feelings session. I said, that is so weird, because that is almost like the discussion I have with my kids. I sat them down, I said, we're going to start a whole new program. You're going to pick up all your toys at the end of the night. Our mommy's throwing them in the garbage. Pretty good program. That's a good program. I've been fine within my own family. It's hard to figure out how to discipline the kids. My husband's always on me for coddling our son too much. My son's 4. So it's one of these things, right or wrong. I let my husband win. So now whenever my son comes in crying because he scraped his little knee, I just give him a shot glass full of Ovaltine, take him to Hooters. It's a pretty good program. Now, I'm 38 years old, and I know what you guys are thinking. Wow, that's a cougar in the making up here. That's a cougar. I actually hate that term cougar. You know, it's supposed to be like women of a certain age are so sexy. I have no desire to ever be a cougar. I'm actually shooting for like neutered house cat. That's kind of my But some people are really good about being sexy. You know, some women are so good at being sexy. They just wear their sexuality like a latex suit. I wear mine more like an ill-fitting bridesmaid dress. It just doesn't work. You know, but I'm trying to work on it later. The other day, I wore high heels in the bedroom for my husband, and I ended up spraining my vulva. Horrible. And I'm terrible at flirting. Oh my gosh. I went to Taco Bell, you know, like several years ago, and I remember the man behind the counter said, "Hola, have you ever had a cheesy gordita?" And I said, "No, but I once slept with a smarmy woman." I'm also a little too awkward to be a lesbian. I am. And my hat's off to you ladies who do it, because I can kind of understand, you know. We're a lot softer, we smell a lot better than the male counterparts. Once again, sorry, sir. Hey, you know, it's being with someone with the same sex, I kind of get, I sort of understand. But is being with someone on a different, on the same hormonal level that I don't get? I mean, hats off to you for that, because this is what it would look like if I were a lesbian. I'm fine. You just got done saying this crap hole. You're asking me why I'm crying? Honey, that was like 3 mood swings ago. Try to keep up. I'll make it up to you, though. I'll make it up to you. Tonight, after dinner, I'll give you 2 extra minutes during our Share Your Feelings. You guys ready to start the show tonight? Okay, well, we got some really funny people here. Before I get off the stage, I just want to give you guys a bit of advice. You'll be seeing me here and there, but my last while. Ladies and gentlemen, never ever 86 your dreams to be number 1. Because even if you give 110% of yourself, still a 50-50 chance you might wind up with 0. It's a catch-22. Can I get a 10 for? Also, never ever 69 after a marriage.